Hi everyone, I'm deciding to do a book review on two of the books I've read so far from the library. And I'm doing the book review on Odd Thomas. Book review by Dean Koontz. And the title and the author will be in the comment section. The characters that stuck out to me the most in Odd Thomas was Odd Thomas himself, the old lady that befriended him, small girl with psychic powers, Demon Man, and the Rhinestone Cowboy. Odd Thomas seemed pretty pathetic in his thoughts, but his actions were heroic. He had to save 17 children from a satanic cult. Without giving any spoilers, he was brave yet cowardly. His spirit guides were definitely odd. His guardian angel was a famous movie producer, and kind of guess who he was. Then for the Demon Man, he was like really, this thing like plagued Adi, and it was a disgusting foul spirit that I wish had been killed, but maybe it was. We don't really, I can't really give too much spoilers, but you know, it is a good book. And the Demon Man will always prefer to Adi as a sweet little piggy. And he was like really disgusting. He used to tell Adi, give me your breath, you sweet little piggy, and I want to taste the sweet fruit at the end of it. It was like really creepy. Then the old lady, she befriended Adi at a time he really needed it. She's a mysterious, curious character. She gave him much needed help that saved his life, I think. And the Rhinestone Cowboy, he was a very detestable character. I really enjoyed his downfall. He was the cult priest, and he was very foul. I disliked him greatly. He killed people in the mall. He was like a mass murderer killer, and he was doing it because it's a movie. And he was like a mass murderer killer, and so it's a movie. You know, I'm looking at it's a movie now. It's Odd Thomas, but the book is really good. You know, the book is really good. It really was something that I really enjoyed. I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it because I don't really like mystery books that much, but I ended up really liking it, and I couldn't put it down. I read it from beginning to end. The small girl with psychic powers at the end. She comes at the end of the story, and she comes off as if she would be a bad little girl because she got like a little smart mouth, but she turns out to be just a scared little girl. She befriends Adi and his ghost dog Boo, which I thought was heartwarming and kind of adorable, because she needed somebody to help her with her psychic gifts, and the dog was kind of like a friend to her, like help her and stuff. So those are the characters that stuck out to me in the book. There are other characters, but I am intrigued to read the book series, because there's a series actually to it that I didn't know, but I actually want to read the series. It's a great storyline, great characters, great description. Constructive critique is the descriptions became a bit wordy, which kind of annoyed me a little bit. But in the thought patterns of Adi, I think were a bit pretentious, but that's probably how he wanted the character to be. So those are my thoughts on this book, and tell me your thoughts. If you've seen the movie or if you read the book, you know, tell me your thoughts. My next book review is on the book called The Invited. I don't have the author's name with me right now, but I will put it in the description. The characters that stuck out to me was Helen, Nate, Hattie Breckenridge, the little girl, her dad, mother, and her aunt. Now, Helen and Nate was a married couple, suburban life together. They was teachers. They moved to the country to build a house because Helen's dad used to build houses, and so they knew what they was doing, and they wanted a quiet life. However, the real estate agent told them the land was cursed. They didn't believe it because they didn't believe in ghosts, and they bought the land anyway. So Helen became obsessed with Hattie Breckenridge's family line, and she starts putting pieces of a crime scene literally in her house they were building. So Nate thought she was crazy and didn't like it. However, Nate began seeing a white doe, which was a deer, that had him completely mad in the head. Helen Breckenridge was a witch that tried to warn people when bad things was going to happen, but they didn't believe her. So one day their kids died in a fire, and they blamed her and hanged her from a tree. And they were going to kill her daughter too because they felt like she was responsible for it, which the little girl was responsible for it. But she escaped. She grew up and had a family. She was the one who killed the kids in the fire because they bullied her. They used to pull her skirt up, her dress up and stuff, and in the playground, and they would torture her and, pretty with words and stuff, and just really bully her and make her feel bad that her mother was a witch, However, when she grew up, her boss tried to bully her too. And so she set fire to the work building, but the plan backfired and killed her boss, and all of her co-workers. But she had a daughter that could see things as well. And so she tried making a living being a psychic, but she was faking a lot of it just to get money. And later on, her husband killed her and herself in front of their kids. So Hattie used Helen to bring artifacts from the crime scenes of her daughters into the house she was building on Hattie's old land. The little girl enters the story. She's very obsessed with finding Hattie's treasure, and her mom went missing looking for the treasure. She gets into trouble a lot, but means well. Dusty, a wannabe cowboy, is in charge of a cult that may have something to do with her mom being missing. Her dad was an innocent character. He gets wound up in the story. He wasn't really aware of that was going on around him. Her aunt seemed good, but was really evil and murdered her mom for the treasure they never found. But however, the girl is led to it and finds out she is a Breckenridge through her mother. All in all, it's a good storyline, good plot twist. It definitely draws you in to keep reading it and to find out more clues to the story. If it was a movie, I think they did make a movie about it. I'm not exactly for sure, but if it was a movie, I would watch it just based off the book. But those are my thoughts on that, and tell me your thoughts and what books have you read lately. Also, I am an author, The Story of the Secret Gift Holders, on Amazon and Kindle. So don't forget to check those out and be looking forward. Also be looking for my movie, which I will be making pretty soon, and it should be out. It will be out next year. So peace and love, everybody, and stay blessed.